Hey guys, let me show you what it's like to dine at the only one Michelin star restaurant here in Galway. Hey guys, so I am here inside Aniar restaurant. I am so excited because I've met Chef JP already when he visited Toronto for Tourism Ireland events. So I am so excited to finally be here in Galway to try his restaurant. So Aniar means the west, and everything that they're serving tonight comes from the west part of Ireland. And not just the food, but everything you see apparently. So all the tables, all the cutlery, kitchenware, and stuff like that, all are made in the West. So this is a 24-course tasting menu. I'm so excited. It's like modern techniques to Irish cuisine. So we're starting off with snacks here. The first one is a lobster cone with ikura and black truffle. That cone was so good. Like, you get so much like burst from the ikura, the crispiness from the cone, and the umami from the truffles. And now I'm trying this dashi broth. It tastes like the ocean. There's also like some seaweed and some mushrooms. This one here is the Kelly native oyster, and what's cool is there's stout foam on top. It's also shaped with black truffles. So good. The foam is so good too. Wow. So this here is like a chicken liver pate but made into like a macaron. So creamy and flavorful. So the hand towel ceremony at the beginning, it's actually infused by cedarwood oils, so it feels like calming and relaxing. For drinks, they actually have an iPad that shows all the wines, beers and Irish whiskey and stuff like that. So this course is a soda bread, which is very traditional Irish, but they do treacle stout in it, and there's some homemade butter.
It's a lovely Irish cider. So this is the bone-dry double barrel cider from Galway Ireland in Ross in County Dublin. It's really nice.
And the bread was interesting. Yes, they also gave you like a printed paper with a poem in it about the bread. This is Kelly native oysters with seaweed. So fresh. So this here is squid ink and tapioca cracker with lobster emulsion. I can actually taste the squid ink on the cracker. So good. And what's interesting is they said they dehydrate the cracker first and then fry it. So good. This next course looks like a work of art. It's goat cheese curd. It's so rich. But the other stuff they have here kind of like complements it. Add some tart, add some like crunch, and mellows out the richness. And this is the tuile. It's so crispy. So this is the potato course. It comes with two things, and this one here is the potato foam with lamb ragu underneath and beet tuile. Let's try. So smooth. So this is potato bread, and they grilled the beef fat on it on top.
It's a Dexter beef tartare, so dried aged beef for 45 days, and actually that's the strip loin. On the top it's yeast emulsion, fermented kohlrabi, and a little bit of Irish truffle mushroom, and we put a little bit of nasturtium oil on the top as well.
So beef tartare, I'm excited.
I could bring you the Chardonnay we have from Burgundy. We have 5 glasses. I'll give you a taste.
It's so fresh and tender.
I'll bring you a taste of
So here there's some flowers, black truffle, kohlrabi, I also like that Chef JP actually comes out and serves a lot of the courses because most of the time the chefs don't get to go out and meet the diners and stuff, but this is cool.
This is a crispy seaweed rosette. It's another one you can just pick up and eat with your hands.
Okay.
It's stuffed with the smoked eel sour cream from Lough Neagh and smoked and burned smokehouse. On top then is a burnt leekash with some seaweed vinegar gel and some yak.
Thank you. The presentation of dishes have been amazing here. Just look at this. Wow, so crispy. It's like eating like a really crispy snack. I want more of this. Holy, so I just found out the staff here is so diverse. Probably like one of the most diverse restaurants I've been to, considering how tiny this restaurant is. Some of the staff are like from China, from Spain, from Hungary, from Brazil, from India. It's amazing.
Poached cod fillet. We poached it in red wine and chicken stock reduction. On the top we have some elderberry sauce. And on the side is grilled maitake mushroom with winter chantal and a bit of pickled dirisk.
This is the cod course, and I wish you can smell it because it smells amazing. It is so tender when you break into it. Wow. So good. The cod just melts. Then I like what they did with the mushroom as well. So I have a spoon with a bit of everything. You get all the flavors and textures in one bite, so good. So the next course is apparently the last of the oyster course, and it comes with this poem right here. What's special is it's actually written by Chef JP himself, and it's in memory of John Ward, which is his oyster farmer who just passed away this summer. This is a very exciting course. It's oyster ice cream, and even the shell, you can eat it. Let's try. Oh my gosh, I'm mind blown. This is like ice cream, but it fools you because it tastes like oyster. And the crispy shell is seaweed. So good, oh my gosh. Guys, I'm mind blown by that course. Honestly, so far, this is probably like one of the best one-star restaurants I've been to. I'm actually surprised that they don't have any more stars. It's been an amazing experience.
We have a gorgeous French Pinot Noir we need to try for our upcoming courses for you.
Okay.
So this is the Mercury for you.
It's Connemara mountain lamb, that's the belly part. We just braise it overnight, and after we pressed it, and we just touched it on the grill, so you can get the smoke flavor into it.
Okay.
On the side we have some little bit of aubergine puree with coriander seeds flavor, so kind of a bit spicy.
Okay.
And on the other side, the green garnish, it's going to be like beans, broccoli, and rims and boots on the top, so it's white garlic flavoring as well.
Let's try the lamb. Holy, it's so soft. It's like slicing into wagyu.
And we were at it, I was trying to find going to different roles.
So
This week's the first week. Yeah. So we just. It's really weird. Because your brain is used to eating oysters savoury and ice cream sweet.
This is probably one of the softest lamb dish I've had.
So it's not your traditional cheese course. On the bottom of the bowl is some pumpkin seed praline with some toasted seeds. Then we have a Dunmore cheese foam, which is like a brie style cheese made on the sort of Galway Roscommon border, so it's about an hour from here. It's sprinkled with a little bit of nettle foam, so you might get a smell of freshly cooked grass. And the biscuit is made from spent barley, so barley that's been used in the brewing process.
Oh, thank you. And this is a cheese course. Look at this texture and consistency.
So it does have residual sugar, but then it has
Wow. Initially, I was expecting it to be like too in your face, but it's actually very subtle and very easy to eat. And let's try with the tuile.
So then it definitely
It adds a nice crispiness. Oh, there's something at the bottom as well. So there's some like pumpkin seed puree. Wow.
It's the bottom, it's different berry. We have strawberry, blackberry, and raspberry.
Okay.
Apple puree with in top yogurt foam and blackberry sorbet and tuile in top with label powder.
So we're now going into the dessert courses. So like the bottom layer with the fruits is kind of sweet. Then you have the sorbet, which is like refreshing and tart with the raspberry. This cream here is really good too, and then you get the crunch. It's very refreshing, a great palate cleanser.
So we've got some raw Irish apples around the side with a little bit of pickled apple gel. There's some hazelnut financier and toasted hazelnuts as well. In the center then you've got a dome. Inside the dome is another hazelnut financier with some caramelized apple. And that's sitting inside a meadowsweet ganache. We don't use anything in the kitchen that doesn't come from or grow in Ireland other than chocolate. So we don't use vanilla, lemons, black pepper, anything like that. So meadowsweet is like our version of a vanilla. It's a wild plant. The leaves taste a little bit like watermelon, but they're really soapy. So we use the flowers that taste like marzipan, vanilla, coconut.
Oh,
So that's inside a little bit of chocolate as well, and then that's rolled in some of the brown bread that we have at the end of the night. And I'll show you over here, we've got some... Here we go. So that's the plant, that's the meadowsweet. It grows along sort of hedges and streams, so often see it up back lanes and stuff like that.
oh wow.
Enjoy.
Thank you. So this is the main dessert. I'm excited because there's a lot of hazelnuts here and I love hazelnuts. That is so good. The raw apples blend really well with the sweetness of the financier. It's honestly like a white chocolate version of Ferrero Rocher with apples and stuff. The brown butter bread is also kind of interesting.
So this is the final few courses of the evening, your petit fours, sweets. On top here is a chocolate with a stout ganache. Inside it is a rose flavoured macaroon. We open our box. We have a little Woodruff custard tartlet. Woodruff's another wild plant like the meadowsweet. It tastes a little bit like tonka bean. In here then we have our rhubarb pâte de fruits. So it's just a rhubarb jelly coated in some citric acid and sugar. So if you ever had like a Sour Patch Kid or Haribo's, the really sour sweets, that's the citric acid. In our last box then is our koji fudge. So we cook our barley, introduce some spores and leave it in a moist environment for a few days and it develops a mold called koji. We use that to make the butter and then the butter to make the fudge. So it gives it like an umami salty flavour. That one's frozen and sprinkled with some dillis, so I'd invite you to start there and finish on the chocolate.
So now it's petite fours. What a way to present the petite fours. I love the presentation and they actually present it in a way where you're actually eating in reverse order. So they said to start with this one here. It's like a fudge, like a toffee. Wow. The second is this one. It looks like a jelly. It's like a tart-ish jelly. It's sweet because of the sugar coating, but the actual jelly is like tart. The next one over here. It's like coffee flavors. It's very creamy. The tart itself is crispy. Next one is the macaron. Like vanilla flavor is pretty sweet, but tasty. So it's said to end with a chocolate right here. That is rich, but the center is actually like bursting. So good. So after the meal, they give you this. It's a lavender cookie for you to take home. And then also this envelope. So this envelope contains a map of all the suppliers that the chef deals with. And also a menu of tonight's dinner. From what they told me, the menu actually changes every day, so what I have here may not be what you get ever. And at the same time, they said the paper they use is compostable, and in fact there are seeds of chamomile in there, so you can actually plant to make your own like chamomile tea. That's awesome. What an amazing meal. Highly recommend checking out Aniar when you're in Galway or when you're in Ireland. So we're gonna do a kitchen tour.
Now,
Hi Chef.
good.
So from Toronto all the way to Galway now, I'm trying Aniar.
Good. I hope you enjoy this.
Yeah, it was amazing. And I think the most mind-blowing dish for me was the oyster ice cream.
Ah, good. Well, that's one we,
It was like,
we,
whoa.
one of our signature ones. So
Yeah.
yeah, great.
Can you give a quick tour?
Yeah, with a very small kitchen. Here we have the pass where everything comes out of, and then the hot section. Gabrielle is cooking on the grill. Everything over here. Then we have the cold section. Ian and Mo on this, and then over here is pastry. And Camille, and she's doing the desserts at the moment, and that's only our little small kitchen.
Oh, that's awesome though.
Yeah.
I also love how like diverse the staff is.
Oh.
It's like from China,
Yes,
from
yes.
Spain, from Hungary.
Well, I always think Galway's a very diverse place, and it's always one of the things that attracted me to coming to Galway.
Where in Ireland were you originally from?
I'm from Dublin originally.
Oh, okay.
And then I moved to Galway in '99. We did some traveling, but we kept coming back to Galway, and we settled in Galway in 2006.
Oh, okay.
So the restaurant we opened in 2011.
Oh, okay. So,
Yeah.
so what were you doing from 2006 to 11?
Traveling, and I went back to college and doing different things, writing and trying to escape cooking.
Yeah, okay.
But it kept catching me, you know. I kept going, oh, maybe I'll do something different. Maybe I'll do something different, and so always kept going.
Well, I'm glad it caught up.
Oh, well,
It's
I know.
amazing.
Cool. Well, listen, thank you so much.
Honestly, like I said to myself, this is probably like one of the best one stars I've done.
Oh, thank you.
And I'm surprised it's just one star.
Do you know, I'm always surprised as well. Maybe someday, you know. Someday we'll get the little nod, you know. Yeah, thank you.
Awesome.
Anyway, thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I hope this gives you an idea on what it's like to dine at one Michelin star restaurant Aniar. It's such an amazing place in Ireland and Galway. Highly recommend. And if you want to see more Michelin dining experiences, be sure to watch this video right here.